Okay, alright, it's not even filming. There it is. So, hey yo guys, having a blast? This is Jamaicanscotchmafia back for another deck check. This time Kurt's Murakumo deck. It's one of the newer decks. So we'll start with the grade 3 lineup. Is 2 Zanbaku, 4 Mandala Lord, there's a proxy there as well. And 1 Karama Lord, that's the soul charging one, does some shit. Alright. Grade 2s, we've got 4 Stealth Beast, that one, Bloody Mist, the 10k, the Searcher, when the attack hits, 2 Crow, and 2 Fushimi. Grade 1s, 8k boost, Leaf Raccoon, Null Guards, 4, and 4 Turbulence Edge, then just the basic trigger lineup and the starting Vanguard. Alright, so Kurt's going to take us through how this deck works, starting with the grade 3 lineup. So, of course, alright.
Ideally, depending on what kind of deck you're playing, you want to ride either Zanbaku Lord, not Zanbaku Lord, Zanbaku or Karama.
So
Karama's
why the
object
Karama
is to soul charge and get to thin out your deck faster.
Okay, so this Murakomo deck, unlike other Murakomo decks, is you're aiming to stack the triggers using the grade 2 Cursed Breath and the grade 1 Turbulence Edge. So it's similar to a Tsukuyomi deck, but with ninjas. Anyway,
so basically, then once you've searched out a sufficient enough amount of Mandala Lords, you want to ride him. So that way you got the fence, and yeah.
Okay, so the grade 2s now, only 2 Crow. Crow kind of defeats the purpose of the deck, is that why you're not running 4? Alright. So it's good to ride maybe on the second turn, otherwise it's just a
good option if you've got an early game, otherwise you usually want to go for Cursed Breath.
Okay, why Fushimi? Why 2 Fushimi?
Fushimi messes a lot with decks that have back row searches.
Okay, so like
Conroe,
the Wingull Brave, the Conroe, okay, that's, yeah.
So 2 of them, and he's a good option because you don't really want to ride Cursed Breath. You want him on a rear guard, so you can boost him and have him constantly searching.
Yep.
So ideally, you want to have this guy ride the Vanguard or this one.
Or the Stealth Beast. So 4 State Beat, obviously, so that's fine. This deck doesn't have a lot of power, so the 10k is very important. Alright, moving on to basic 4 8k. Why the Leaf Raccoon?
The only other option is a Million Rat, which is essentially just a grade 1 version of this guy.
Of the Crow.
Which really does defeat the purpose of stacking the triggers because you have to shuffle after your call.
And obviously this one's effect is when you have more cards in hand, it becomes a 10k boost. So you're not going to have too much, but it is good. It is good. Obviously the 4 Turbulence Edge as your Searcher. Usually you want it boosting, but you know
it works as a first turn Vanguard when you're
first turn especially, first hand. 4 Null Guards. Why 4 Null Guards? That seems a bit excessive.
Essentially, what you're going to be doing, you're going to be searching out a lot of cards with this deck. Being excessive Mandala Lords, just in general, you're going to be searching a lot. Basically, the deck doesn't have very high attack, so you want to take as little damage as possible when those.
So it is a very defensive deck with the 4 Null Guards and of course the 4 Mandala Lord.
When you play this deck, it's essentially a battle of attrition. You want to hold out until you get to your stack of triggers, and then you can just go.
And then you can sort of go off. All right. Ferret. What do you most use Ferret for?
Ferret
boosting with a really trigger, boosting with a Null Guard.
It's really helpful for using Null Guards, boosting with a Null Guard, then at the end turn.
Especially if they've got those 8k
as
definitely.
Well. Or getting a grade 3 to the field early, just to get some extra pressure on the field.
Yep. So you can push for 3 damage in turn 1.
Yep.
At times. Alright, so it seems like a pretty solid deck. Zanbaku, of course, is also 11k as a rear guard, so that works as well. Anything else you'd like to say about the deck?
Given the chance, I'd like to run more stand
triggers. So do you think you take out the crits or the draws?
I'll take out the draws.
So no draws? You don't need the draw power?
I'd rather not draws and more stands, just so you get more Cursed Breath and Turbulence Edge plays.
Alright, no worries. So that was Kurt's deck check, and we'll be back with more soon. Alright, this is Bye from Jamaicanscotchmafia. Sayonara.